Rashad, why you didn't
Anyways,
hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
brother, I love you, brother. Trump lit
What's up,
in it,
Rashad? What
yeah.
it do, boy?
We rocking around the world.
I'm gonna pull up this 100 players of all time from Bleacher Report. This should go. What the heck? What happened to the dang thing? Continue the destination. I feel like this is. I'm kind of scared. I ain't gonna touch it. Okay, all right. Bleacher Report looking like Fugazi. All right, let's see. 100 greatest. Artist Gilmore, 100. Shout out Artist Gilmore. Dave Bling, 99. Shout out to the Bullets. 98, Klay Thompson. Okay. He's still outside the top 75. Bernard King, shout out to the Knicks. Joe Dumars, shout out to the Pelicans. Shout out to the Detroit Pistons. Dave DeBuscher, shout out to the Knicks once again. Bill Sharman, rest in peace. Jason Tatum. Is Bill Sharman still with us? Hold on. I'm sorry. Bill Sharman. Hold on. Bill Sharman. Is he still with us? Nah, he passed away in 2013. Rest in peace. I had a basketball book that was like the 100 greatest players of all time from like old. So a lot of these players, I've seen their name before. Jason Tatum. Shout out to Jason Tatum, a top 100 player of all time. Shout out to Lenny Wilkens, man, the freaking legend as a player and as a coach. Shout out to Lenny Wilkens, Atlanta legend as well. Chauncey Billups, Big Shot Billups. Shout out to the Detroit Pistons. Number 90, Chris Webber, C Webb. My first autograph ever. I was like 5 years old. He signed my Atlanta Hawks squishy basketball with the actual pen, not the pen with the marker, an actual like writing pen that you write on paper. Shout out to Chris Webber. And he was the first one to read my username on the air on NBA TV. He said, "What's up, Jeff 3006? I know you get that name from Andre 3000. I was 13 years old. I was watching on NBA TV. I was like, oh, snap. I did get that from Andre 3000. Salute. Earl the Pearl Monroe. Shout out to the Knicks once again. Draymond Green, a top 100 player. 88, he was NBA 75, I remember. 87, Alonzo Mourning. Shout out to the Miami Heat. 86, Tony Parker. Shout out to Tony Parker. Shout out to the Jordan Brand. Shout out to Kai Cenat. Shout out to AMP. The 2007 Finals MVP, Tony Parker. Number 85, Sam Jones. Is Sam Jones still with us? Shout out to the Boston Celtics, man. Shout out to Sam Jones, brother. All right, here we go. 84, Adrian Dantley. AD, a coach, a former player. Shout out to Adrian Dantley. Number 83, Jimmy Buckets. Jimmy Butler. Shout out to Jimmy Butler. Shout out to the Miami Heat. 82, Bob Lanier, one of those legends. 81, rest in peace to my brother, man. I just went to his service last month in Atlanta. Dikembe Mutombo. No, not today. Rest in peace to Kobe Bryant. He said that was his favorite moment playing in Atlanta was playing against Mount Mutombo. Nate, Tiny Archibald. Shout out to Nate Archibald, man. Shout out to the multiple teams that he was on in various franchises. Number 79, the co-owner of the Atlanta Hawks. Former great for the Detroit Pistons. Husband of Tamia. And former Orlando Magic as well. Grant Hill. Shout out to Grant Hill, man. One of the greats. Speaking of greats whose careers were plagued by injuries, but they still found a way to come out on top is Paul George, PG, man. Shout out PG. Get better soon. I know you hurt yourself in off-season workouts. Get better soon, man. Pistol Pete Maravich, the late great Pistol Pete Maravich for New Orleans, for Louisiana, and for the Atlanta Hawks. Pistol Pete Maravich, the inspiration behind Pistol Page Buckets before she trademarked Page Buckets. I might have to give her $5 just for saying that. Alex English at number 76. I met him a few years ago and he was like, oh, you might be too young to know who I am. Bro, how I not know who Alex English is? I'm a basketball fan. I call myself a basketball fan. He was actually an assistant coach for the Atlanta Hawks when I was like 7 years old. That's a fun fact. How I know? Because I had a poster of the Atlanta Hawks 02-03 roster on my front door. And he was one of the coaches. And I said, oh, snap. Alex English, that's the same dude from the books of the greatest players of all time. Manu Ginobili. Shouts out to Charles Barkley, one of the greatest last names of all time. You got the fluffy hair Ginobili and you got the bald Ginobili. Both of them are great. They were just talking about him on KG and Paul Pierce's show on Showtime. Number 74, shout out to Dave Cohen's one of the legends as well. Number 73, Hal Greer. Shout out to Hal Greer in this mug. 72, shout out to Paul Raisin. I believe he passed away in like 13 or something like that. Like I remember when he passed away. Hold on. Look it up. Let's look it up. Let's look it up. Yeah, he passed away in 06. I remember when he passed away. I remember that. Rest in peace. God rest his soul. Okay, number 71, Chris Bosh. Shout out to Georgia Tech, man. Shout out to Chris Bosh, man. Big three for real. It's a big three. Wes Unseld. By the way, Chris Bosh was a beast in Toronto. Wes Unseld, one of the greatest rebounders of all time. Shout out to Wes Unseld. 69, nice. Kyrie Irving. Number 68, Robert Parrish. A 00, man. Shout out to one of the captains, man. Shout out to the Boston Celtics once again. All right, 67, Dennis Rodman. The rebound man. Yeah, that's me. He might be crazy, he might be this, but you can't say he ain't a good player. Shouts out to Trinity Rodman. Shouts out to U.S. Women's Soccer. Shouts out to Joel Embiid, number 66. Talent-wise, he's up there. But accolades and everything he's accomplished, he still got an MVP. I ain't too mad at it. Shout out to Joel Embiid, man. Shouts out to Rihanna. 65, Vince Carter, man. Shouts out to Vince Carter. What's Vince Carter? 75? NBA 75? I don't think he was. Salute to Vince Carter, man. He was a great scorer. Turned into Mark Smith, 3-point shooter, had longevity in the league. Shouts out to Damian Lillard, Dame Dollar, man. You throwing money at the rim. Shout out to Dame Lillard, man. 63, James Worthy. Shout out to James Worthy. Shout out to UNC Chapel Hill. Shouts out to the Lakers broadcast, man. 62, Paul Gasol, man. Hey, this is Kobe's brother. Man, shouts out to freaking Paul Gasol, bro, on the list, man. Rest in peace to Kobe Bryant. Bob McAdoo, man, one of the greats as well. A vet from all the rosters he was on and things of that sort, all the teams he was on. Number 60, we got Melo. Need I say more? No, we don't. 59, Tracy McGrady. Did you know Tracy McGrady scored 11 points in 50 seconds? What in the world is Tracy McGrady? Tracy McGrady just sucked the life gravity out of air when he dunked over Sean Bradley, man. One of those moments. He just had to be there. When TNT played them West Coast games at 2 a.m. and you had school at 8 in the morning and you on the East Coast, they gave you a classic every single week, every single Thursday night on TNT. Commentated by Marv Albert almost every single time. Shout out to Willis Reed, man. Pull out the Willis Reed. Shout out to the Knicks, man. Luka Doncic at 57. Luka Magic. Will Trae Young be on this list? No, he won't. Let's talk about it. Will Trae Young be on this list? No, he won't. Political? I say so. Dolph Skays, man. Shout out to Dolph Skays, man. One of the greats at the beginning of the game and things of that sort. Bill Walton, Colors. Rest in peace to Bill Walton, man. I miss you so much. You were such a great dude, man. I never met you, but from afar, you always seemed like a great dude. Reggie Miller at number 54. Great career. D 3-point shooter before some guys named Ray Allen and Steph Curry came along. Gary Payton, shout out to the glove, man. Defense, trash talker. 1 of 1 and NBA champion. Do not forget. Dwight Howard, Atlanta's own Soldier Boy off in it. Oh, why me crank game? Why me roll? Why me crank that Soldier Boy? Now Superman. Now why me you? Dwight Howard, man. What are we talking about? Atlanta's own. Dominant. Everybody will always remember him for his Orlando Magic days. And speaking of Ray Allen, we got number 51, Ray Allen, man. You talk about that. Get behind the line, pull up 3. You saved LeBron's career, buddy. LeBron will have 3 and not 4 if it weren't for you, sir. All right, here we go. Next, Dominique Wilkins, man. Neek, my guy. Atlanta GOAT. Got the statue. Trae Young plays 20 years for the Atlanta Hawks. He gets a statue right next to Dominique Wilkins. That's why he needs to stay in Atlanta. But there it is. Some things are just bigger than championships. I'm not going to lie. Cultural impact is huge. All right, Dominique Wilkins. 49, the truth, Paul Pierce. I hate Paul Pierce. He was a great basketball player in his prime. Great scorer as well. Number 48, why not? Russell Westbrook, man. One of the greats ever. Averaged a triple-double. First to do that since Oscar Robertson. Shouts out to Russell Westbrook, man. Elvin Hayes. Shout out to Elvin Hayes and all that he's accomplished and all that he did in his career. Kevin McHale, you guys know him for his front office antics. But once upon a time, believe it or not, he clotheslined a guy. Or a guy clotheslined him in LA, Current Rambis. And it was a big thing. All right. Shouts out to Kevin McHale, bro. Anthony Davis. Kevin McHale's career was short because he was being tough. They say, yeah, tough guys, tough guys, tough guys. Those guys barely lasted like 5 years in the league because they wanted to play tough. I'm going with the low management era, bro, because those guys play for 80 years. You see LeBron doing it for 23 years. Anthony Davis, AD. Shouts out to AD, man. George Mikan at 44. Okay, interesting. Basketball's first superstars at 44. Okay. Walt the Clyde Frazier. Another Atlanta kid. We got two Atlanta kids, Dwight Howard and Walt Frazier. Shouts out to them boys, man. I love to interview Walt Frazier at any point. New York, if y'all can make this happen for me. Knicks, if y'all can make this happen for me. Rashad Milligan really wants to interview Walt the Clyde Frazier. George Gervin, the Iceman. They say I had to score how many points to break the record? Hey, that ain't no problem, brother. Shouts out to George the Iceman Gervin. Rick Barry, granny shot. Shouts out to Rick Barry. Shouts out to Golden State, man. Huh? Shouts out to Patrick Union. Patrick Union is the New York Knicks. Period. Shouts out to Georgetown. Shouts out to Mac McClung. Okay, Clyde the Glide Drexler at what? 39. Shouts out to Clyde Drexler, man. Legendary guy. Bob Pettit, one of the Hawks greats. He might have been a racist, but it's okay. 38 for the St. Louis Hawks, big man Bob Pettit. And the Hawks' only championship. Bob Cousy at 37. Shout out to Bob Cousy. Is he the one that just clapped back at JJ Redick? It was either him or John Havlicek. I didn't even know them jokers was still alive. They was like, JJ, you were known for nothing. Your career wasn't very rememberable. 36, Allen Iverson. Is it high for Allen Iverson? 36? 35, Steve Nash. Ooh, Steve Nash over Allen Iverson. He's got 2 MVPs. Okay. James Harden, 2-time MVP. Shouts out to James Harden. He didn't get the 2-time MVP, but he hit that shot in Oakland. If you know, you know. And then he pointed to the camera and said 2-time MVP. Shouts out to James Harden. He was different in Houston. 33, Jason Kidd, man. The cover artist of NBA Live 2003. Triple-double assassin. One of the greatest passers this game has ever seen. One of the highest IQs that this game has ever seen. Jason J. Kidd. Shouts out to him, man. 32, Kawhi Leonard. Can't get mad at it, man. Went to 2 different franchises and won championships for them in 2 entirely different environments. People wrote off the Spurs if you don't. Oh, he's on the Spurs or Dynasty. People wrote off the Spurs, bro. They were calling them old. They were calling them wash. They were saying phase fell off, and there's just so many things, man. But they said the Spurs fell off. He won the championship with the Spurs when they said he fell off. 88-45. Where we at? Well, Chris Webber compared KD to the Iceman, George Gervin. I'm interested to see how they made the list. I think players are right, but the order I don't agree with. Yeah. And then Kawhi did it again in Toronto 1 year. Here we go. We're going to continue. John Havlicek. Shout out to John Havlicek. All right, next. Chris Paul. Shouts out to CP3, one of the greatest point guards ever. Pure point guards ever. Oh, they got John Stockton ahead of Chris Paul. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not rocking. Shouts out to John Stockton. He was like the Cal Ripken Jr. of basketball. Scottie Pippen. I'm Scottie Pippen. That's kind of high for him, but whatever. Isaiah Thomas, IT at 27. Not mad at it at all, brother. 26, you got Elgin Baylor, one of the greatest wings ever. I'm not mad at this position at all. 25, Charles Barkley. Ernie, I'll tell you, Ernie, I'm 25 on the list. I'm top 25 player all time, Ernie. 24, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Shouts out to Giannis. He is definitely one of those ones, man. Shouts out to the Greek Freak. Shouts out to Dwayne Wade at 23. Hey, I'm rocking with it. 22, Karl Malone. Oh, they kind of got him low. Don't do it because of what he did. Do it for his basketball. Moses Malone, MVP, former Hawk. Shouts out to Moses Malone. Shouts out to Dr. J. Speaking of Dr. J number 20. Dr. J number 20 all time. I like it. Number 19, the Admiral, David Robinson. There's a picture of me and David Robinson from when I was like 8 that I just saw for the first time since I was 8, like last year, dog. It was really cool to see. I don't know if I have it anywhere. We might have to forget it. But shouts out to the Admiral. Dirk Nowitzki. Shouts out to Dirk, man. Dallas Legend. Shouts out to Dan. Y'all made it at 18. Nikola Jokic at 17. Kind of low. I think Jokic is probably top 15, bro. I think Jokic is top 15. They got him at 17 right now. 16, they got Kevin Garnett. Oh, I forgot about KG. 16, I loved Garnett as a kid. Jerry West at 15, the logo. 14, Oscar Robinson, Big O. That's kind of okay. So it's got to be Steph Curry, right? Yeah. Kevin Durant, 13. Steph Curry got to be 12. Let me see. Oh, Hakeem Olajuwon at 12. Okay. Who at 11? Kobe Bryant. Throw the list in the trash, brother. You got Kobe Bryant outside the top 10. Stop it. Please stop it. Number 10, Steph Curry's not better than Kobe Bryant. Stop it. Hold on. We just going to do that for the rest of the list. Will Chamberlain is better than Kobe Bryant. Larry Bird is not better than Kobe Bryant, respectfully. Tim Duncan is right there with Kobe Bryant. They should be tied on the list or one after the other. No in between. Shaquille O'Neal at number 6. Okay, so he's right outside the top 5. Kobe Bryant's better than Shaq, by the way. Bill Russell, number 5. Okay, I got Bill Russell over Kobe Bryant. 11-time champion. Magic Johnson. Kobe Bryant's better than Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson said it himself. He said he is the Laker. He is the face of the Lakers. Number 3, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He's better than Kobe Bryant for sure, and I agree with him in number. Wait, hold on. Where are we at? What number was this? Number 3? Okay, number 3. So now it's Bron and Jordan. I think they got Jordan number 1 and Bron at 2, according to the teaser, right? Yeah, number 2, LeBron James. Number 1, Michael Jordan. So there it is. There you have it. Search top 5 Goku screams. Will better be on the list too. 18 that high. Yeah. Dirk is kind of high. Top 5 Goku streams. Let me see. You take me to the fair, but I don't really care. That's Childish Gambino. I was just listening to him earlier. Top 5 Goku screams. One of my favorite videos on YouTube was this kid going Super Saiyan. It's one of my favorite videos on YouTube. Fun. Bro, this took me back to being like in 3rd grade and being a 9-year-old, dog. This is crazy. Jordan better than LeBron, so it's accurate. Yeah, but like the other stuff, like Kobe outside the top 10 is egregious. This took me back to being in 3rd grade, bro, with like my book bag, walking home from school. Yeah. Will is way better than all of those guys, but people gonna say what they say. Like Wilt Chamberlain is better than. Yeah, Harden was like 26. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, he was 34 actually. I thought he was 26, but he's 34. Yeah, but Wilt is better than LeBron James, bro. I stand on that forever. Like, I don't care what anybody says. Wilt Chamberlain is better than LeBron James. I got Wilt number 3. Behind only Kareem and Michael Jordan. That's it. Yeah. Wilt is him. He was LeBron James before they had weights and like a reference point to go off of. He was him. That's good.
Rashad, why you didn't hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.